Hey everyone, right, so in this video, I'm going to run through some long-standing accounts that I've been running using the Banker EA. Got 4-ish months worth of data through optimizations that were ran probably March time. And what I like to do is let them play out and really gain a bit of an understanding and get data to support, hopefully, the optimization that was ran, but to get data in the live market that then I can use for either verifications, live funded accounts, use them for challenges in numerous different ways. So I'm going to delve into that right now and show you 6-7 odd accounts and the data to support them, how long they've been running, and deep dive into some detail. So let's get started. So the first one, I'll move me over here. So we've got a Euro USD set file, this one, and it's 12% up since the beginning of April, which isn't massive. I get that, but some quite nice consistency. So it had a slow start, but that was because of this max loss here. And really, let's look at that emotion and psychology. You've run an optimization, it banks very, very slowly, then it hits max daily loss. And a lot of people would have quit there. This is a pile of crap. This set file is not playing out. I'm in loss, blah, blah, blah. But you have to let these play out to a point. And this is why I know we give 5 licenses, right? But even then, sometimes that's not enough to be able to give these things time and test numerous things at the same time too. So as I've said many times, this is a tool that can be used in many, many different ways. And this Euro USD approach, we've had data on 337 trades since April. We've had a 5%, 3%, and 3% up already for July. Now, great for verification, great for a funded account, can be used alongside something else to give you a little bit more profit in a challenge. Nothing open right now. Here's the list of trades, just one trade, I think 21st today. Yeah, one trade bank today. It's not that busy, but it seems to be effective. 80% win rate, slightly negative average win, average loss, but clearly with the win rate, we've got a positive expectancy. So there's a Euro USD set that can be identified and found using the optimization process like I did. We've got, what do we got here? This is another interesting one. So this was a bit choppy. I can't even remember what all these are running. I'd have to go back and check, but I'll touch on some of this in the live Q&A if anyone's got any questions as members. If you're not a member, it doesn't matter what I'm running. I'm just giving you more proof, more data, transparent data to back things up. So this has got 3 trades open right now. They're sells. One's in profit, 2 isn't. We've got the trade list of data there. We've got 2,116 trades closed on this at 800 lots. Now, what's interesting here is this is quite choppy within this period, but whatever settings this is running is really in line with the market right now. And since the 22nd of June, it's banked over 15%, I think, or 13.48%. So it hasn't really gone anywhere here, but there were moments here that could have subject to timing. Timing's everything, right? If you started here, this is a bit shit. Yeah, if you started here, you think this is the best thing since sliced bread. And trading's like that. If you started copying a signals group on the first day, you could hit losses, but they might have had a great month. You could start tomorrow and hit the biggest winning run and then, you can't choose that. That's just probability. That's just situational. That's just something that you can't join and expect to be in something that then's just going to play out. The markets will give you what they give you. So this is a gold set, small starting lot size, 0.25 by looks of it. And yeah, I'll actually be digging into this a little bit and looking at, okay, what was this running and maybe another optimization based in and around this. But yeah, looks quite good from there. We've got another approach here. This is actually peaked at 13% up and only running since the 30th of June. More of an averaging with a bit of a martingale increase, just a slight increase on the lot size, again, which can work with risk management. So the way markets have moved since this last week, we've not really had a break from this 10% on average that it's been up. We're just looking for a nice couple of rangy days, and this will have another increase like this. Yeah, so it actually shows the recovery factors quite strong, because whenever we're hitting, when it's not really eating into our P&L. Right, data on 320 trades, 65% win rate, more of an average win to average loss. So yeah, it's playing out. Right, this is a good one. So, well, they're all good in various different ways, but this one has not lost a trade. This was an optimization that I found on the 22nd of June, made 2% on that last week of June, 3.92% so far for July. But what's really interesting with this set, bit of a wider lot profit trailing stop, is 56 trades. Just 49 lots so far, but out of all of the 56 trades, it's won and profited from every single one, okay? So if we go into the closed trades tab, I can show you this here, do 100 trades, here we go. So we start at the beginning of the account on the 22nd of June, all of these trades are profitable. So really good. Not one max daily loss hit, despite these crazy moves we've seen right now, right? So we've seen some big drops, more volatility than normal. So, we can look at the data and choose approaches that still mean that despite how the markets have moved. This has handled all of that so far. Won't handle it forever, but I'm going to let this play out and really gather some data in the market. So that's 6% up since the 22nd of June. If you've got extensions, My Forex Funds, FTMO, these set files are fine. You know, it's easy to look at it and go, oh, it's not banking enough like some of the others. But if you're on My Forex Funds, you could get a 30-day extension. You've got 60 days to pass a challenge. You only need 200 a day on a 100K account. So let's stop thinking that we need sets that make 10% a month all the time, because we don't. Just takes a bit of patience, right? What else have we got? So we've got this one, a bit like one of the earlier ones, a bit choppy around here with whatever was going off. When did this start? April. Got 3 trades open right now. This has had 1,945 trades, so I can't go back to the beginning, but this started at the end of April. So again, hit max daily loss on the first day, yeah? And then we recovered. So within the 18th of May, you'd have got a retry or an extension there. If you let that run in and held firm without overthinking it, without changing, you'd have been 6.48% up within the month. If you then went for an extension, for example, My Forex Funds, you'd have then hit the loss. Shit. But then bang, here we go, yeah? Hit here. Now, if you started this approach here, this wouldn't have been good, right? This wouldn't have been good at all. So this is that whole thing. Just, you can't pick and choose when the 30 days is going to line perfectly up with your strategy. This is a profitable strategy, yet there'd have been a window here that would have meant you wouldn't have been successful, right? But you got to just accept probability. This is all this is. Whereas if you started here, oh, this is nice. Oh, or if you started here, you think, wow, this is just fucking brilliant. Yeah. So you just got to understand these graphs, these equity curves. I think if anything in this video make you see power of just letting things play out. So we've had a small loss where it just started and hit here. Yeah. So if you let that run, it's not like that month would have finished in 6% loss because it only started on the 28th and it was the first day. So 15%, that's what that is. 15% in May, minus 2% for June, 13% up in July. So powerful, right? What else have we got? We've got a lovely one here. This is a great set for verifications, live accounts, even challenges to a point, again with the extensions. Let's have a look. This is since the 2nd of April. This is probably one of the most perfect equity curves you would ever want. By the way, these are running all the time. This has not been turned off for anything. This has been constantly in the market. If ever we turn off some slave accounts due to the aggressiveness of an approach, I always let the masters run just to see how it would have played out. Just gives me more data in line with the optimization that I was running. On this, I'd never turn it off because it's just proved that it's handled literally everything the market's given it so far. Data on 237 trades. Now, obviously, we've seen approaches in this same video that have had 2,000 trades in the same period. So what does this tell you? It's a very specific entry. We've got an 80% win rate on them 237 trades, and we've also got a positive average win to average loss ratio. So this is like the tortoise and the hare. There can be many other sets that are more aggressive than this, that at times will outperform this, but this is the tortoise, and this is winning the race overall. So, you know, April, May, June, July, I'm going to let this continue to build some real strong data in the market. What does this week look like? Nothing yesterday, nothing today, but, you know, the trades are few and far between. So 0.5 starting lot with a small increase. But yeah, it's absorbed these moves and yeah, powerful approach. What else we got? Another approach here, which bit bumpy in this period, but overall, again, this is a nice rally from end of April to May. Started on the 2nd of April, 474 trades, bit of a loss at the beginning, 2%, 6%, 3.9%. Not bad for July halfway through so far. What else have we got? We've got another one here. This will be the last one because the video is already getting on a bit. 1.6, 7.1, break-even month in June, 4% there in July. Again, a nice graph overall. Nice graph, but you can see this difference versus the other one. So this, in these periods, banks more, but the set previously that made 15%, this one has outperformed it, despite it making less in certain sections of the graph, if that makes sense. So I think this is gold as well. No, another Euro USD one. So we started with Euro USD, didn't we? Here we go. So this is Euro USD and this is Euro USD. Yeah. So Euro USD, a good approach for people to delve into and have a closer look at. 343 trades, 8% win rate, negative average win, average loss by the time we factor in some of these max daily losses. But again, you can just see it playing out. So I hope this was helpful for a few reasons. One, to see the power of letting some approaches just play out and gather the data in the live market. Yes, we've got a robust robust approach with in and out sample data, but that helps to a point. Running then these and executing to that data is important because you've had a robust approach to that test. But I think nothing can quite beat having that data then in the live market and understanding and relating to the fact that we know Euro USD's shit itself recently and fallen off a cliff due to the US dollar growth. And these have absorbed that, right? Same with gold, the volatility on gold. We've got sets that haven't hit a max daily loss. We've got sets that have banked aggressively. Actually, I'll show you one more. So this was the aggressive approach that's in the Google Drive, but I increased the delay. And I just thought it was a good one to share in terms of aggressiveness and getting the job done. So we've got an account running this on POW Pass. This is a POW Pass account. It's 4% up, only started on the 19th. No, 20th. So a couple of days, I think. 16 grand up on a 400k account. Won 15 out of 17 trades. Here are the trades. Here they all are, which is a lovely, lovely start. But the master that's running is off this. And this is 7.97% up since the 18th, 19th. So there are various different, approaches you can take to get the job done. But ultimately, you got to choose something that's in line with your psychology, aligned with your emotions. If you constantly struggle with hitting a loss here and there, then although this hasn't hit yet, maybe you would choose something safer that then you can execute and build something onto. This at the minute is playing out nicely because even if I hit a 3 or 4% loss on a day, the recovery rate's quite quick. So just that I'd share that one too. But we've discussed this in the members Q&A. It's an increased delay on the aggressive set file that's in the Google Drive. So by all means, use your licenses, use these accounts, and make sure you gain an understanding of how they work and how they can perform.